Sun Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
First down, it's gone. Flushed out right. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Now gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now first carry for Derrick Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The toss right to Henry. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
With Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They will find Davis. That's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
It's now third and less than a yard.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Derrick Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On first down, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down, Tannehill. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, L.A.
Complete.
A big play there. 82 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Tiger.
Now Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Henry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 22. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
At the 17-yard line.
On second down now, it's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Let's put that team on the bus. Plus 56. Muscle. Deep.
Tannehill. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Davis, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 30-yard attempt.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 36.
Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Handoff.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some
down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Goal to go.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Titans 18.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Tackled by Noah.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And the Rams first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run this with Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll go again here with Akers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw, Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. This complete to Henry over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Gone. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Akers. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 26.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Los Angeles.
Now Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner, who's a bigger guy, and put him on it man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It's a gain of 6.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be football, so to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles...